Hello everyone! We're diving right into a topic that could potentially change your academic journey: scholarships. These aren't just about financial support, they're stepping stones to endless opportunities, a testament to your hard work and dedication. They can open doors to quality education and a vibrant student life, even in places as exciting as Australia. In this video, we'll be sharing 5 insightful tips to help you secure that scholarship you've been eyeing. So buckle up and stay tuned as we delve into our first tip. Tip number 1 is research, research, research. There's no shortcut to this. It's all about doing your homework well. You're not just looking for any scholarship, you're looking for the one that fits you best. And to find that perfect fit, you need to dig deep. Start by exploring. There's a whole universe of scholarships out there. Some are based on academic merit, others on financial need or particular talents. There are scholarships for specific areas of study, for certain nationalities, for women, for minorities. The list goes on. Once you've found a few that pique your interest, it's time to delve deeper. Understand the specific requirements of each scholarship. This includes eligibility criteria, deadline, required documents, and so forth. Each scholarship has its own set of rules, and you need to play by them. Ignorance is not bliss here. It could cost you the scholarship. Researching also means understanding the sponsors behind the scholarship. What are their values? What is their mission? What are they looking for in a scholar? Answers to these questions will help you tailor your application in a way that resonates with them. But don't just stop at the official documents. Look for student stories, interviews, forums, anything that could give you a real-life perspective of the scholarship. These nuggets of information can be invaluable in shaping your application. And remember, research is not a one-time thing, it's an ongoing process. Keep an eye out for any updates or changes in the scholarship details. Lastly, remember to manage your time effectively. Research can be time-consuming, but it's an investment that will pay off when you find that perfect scholarship and submit an application that ticks all the right boxes. A well-researched scholarship application can make a world of difference. Now, moving on to our second tip. Our second tip is tailor your scholarship application. Imagine you're a chef preparing a meal for a group of people. You wouldn't serve a meat dish to someone who's vegetarian, would you? Similarly, when applying for scholarships, it's crucial to tailor your application to the specific scholarship you're gunning for. Think of your scholarship application as a key. Each scholarship has a unique lock, and you need to shape your key, your application, to fit that lock perfectly. Now, how do you tailor your application? It's simple. Start by thoroughly understanding the selection criteria. Each scholarship will have its own set of requirements, and it's your job to ensure your application ticks all those boxes. Let's say a scholarship is looking for candidates who have demonstrated leadership skills. In this case, your application should highlight your experiences as a team leader, a club president, or any other position where you've shown leadership qualities. Next up, showcasing your motivation and goals. This is your chance to let your passion shine. Tell them why you're applying for this specific scholarship and how it aligns with your long-term goals. Maybe it's a scholarship for a program in environmental sciences, and you have a burning desire to combat climate change. Make sure they see that passion in your application. But remember, while it's essential to tailor your application, don't lose your authenticity. Be genuine in your motivations, your experiences, and your aspirations. Trust me, authenticity has a way of standing out among even the most well-crafted applications. And finally, don't forget to keep it concise. Yes, you want to give them all the relevant details. But remember, brevity is the soul of wit. So, keep it short, keep it crisp, and most importantly, keep it relevant. Remember, a tailor-made application can set you apart. Now on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is highlight your strengths and achievements. Now, this is where you get to shine. When applying for a scholarship, it's not just about proving that you need it, but also that you deserve it. And how do we prove that? By showcasing your strengths and achievements. Let's think of it this way. Imagine you're at a job interview and the interviewer asks you, "Why should we hire you?" Your answer wouldn't just be, "Because I need the job," right? You'd talk about your skills, your experience, your achievements, what makes you a great fit for the role. Similarly, your scholarship application is your platform to show the selection committee why you stand out. So, what are your strengths? Are you a critical thinker, a problem solver, a leader? These are all qualities that scholarship committees value. Don't be shy to talk about these strengths. Remember, this is not the time to be humble. Now let's talk about achievements. Have you won any awards or competitions? Held leadership roles at school or in your community? Maybe you've achieved impressive results academically or in extracurricular activities. These are all worth mentioning. But remember, it's not just about listing out your accomplishments. It's about painting a picture of who you are and what you're capable of. So, when discussing your achievements, also talk about what you learned from those experiences and how they've shaped you. Lastly, make sure your strengths and achievements align with the values of the scholarship you're applying for. If the scholarship values leadership, highlight your leadership skills and experiences. If it values community service, talk about your volunteer work. A well-presented application highlighting your strengths can be your ticket to a scholarship. Now let's move on to our fourth tip. Our fourth tip is proofread your application. Now, this may seem obvious, but it's often overlooked in the rush to meet application deadlines. Yet, it's incredibly crucial. Why, you ask? Well, imagine you're a scholarship judge, sifting through hundreds, if not thousands of applications. An application filled with grammatical errors and typos is not going to leave a good impression, now is it? But it's not just about grammar and punctuation. Proofreading also involves checking for accuracy and consistency. Are the dates, names, and other specifics correct? Have you been consistent with your formatting? These are the details that can make or break your application. To be thorough, proofread your application multiple times. Don't just rely on spell check. Read your application out loud. This can help you catch awkward phrasing that you might miss when reading silently. Ask someone else to review your application. A fresh pair of eyes can often spot mistakes that you've missed. Remember, your application is a reflection of you. It's your chance to shine, to stand out from the crowd. An application riddled with errors screams carelessness. But an error-free application, it shows that you're meticulous, that you pay attention to detail. It shows that you care. An error-free application shows your attention to detail. Now, on to our final tip. Our fifth and final tip is apply early. Now, you might be wondering, why the rush? Here's the thing. Applying early not only shows your keen interest, but also provides you with ample time to make any necessary alterations or additions to your application. Consider this. Scholarships have deadlines, and these deadlines wait for no one. By submitting your application early, you're placing yourself ahead of the curve. You're giving yourself a buffer zone, a safety net, if you will. Imagine discovering an error in your application or finding a new achievement you'd like to add. If you've applied early, you have the time to rectify or update your application. If you've waited until the last minute, well, you see where we're going with this. Applying early also reduces stress. No frantic last-minute submissions, no panic-induced errors. So take the time, start early, and show the scholarship committee just how motivated you are. Remember, the early bird catches the worm, or in this case, the scholarship. And that's a wrap on our 5 scholarship tips for students. Just to recap, remember to do your research, tailor your application, highlight your strengths and achievements, proofread your application, and apply early. These are not just tips, but strategies to help you secure that scholarship. So, give it a shot, apply these tips, and set your course for success. We'd love to hear what you think about these tips. Comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips and tricks.